Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for Broom Magic with Hag's Hearth. There's Lee and Bridget here in the room with us today. If you can see me and you can hear us okay, can you give us a thumbs up or send us an emoji or a hello in the chat? That would be great. Hi, Patty. Thanks for joining us today. So I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I just wanted to say thank you all for being here. I'm going to pass this over to Bridget and Lee so we can make a broom today.
Yeah, awesome.
Perfect. People are chiming in there. How about everybody just real quick? Lee and I, because we're like spread across the U.S. ourselves, I'm in Idaho. Lee's in North Carolina. Where is everybody? You chatted in there. What state you're from?
Florida from Trish.
Trish. Yep.
Montana.
Massachusetts.
Whoa. I can't read that fast.
Ohio. Oh, the UK. Wonderful. Arizona. Northeast Tennessee. This is wonderful, you guys. Northern Idaho. Oh, looky there.
Nice.
This is great.
We're not only national, Bridget, we're international now. Yay.
There you go. Wonderful. So Lee's going to go over, before she starts with the stuff, she's going to go over the items and also in there the things that you need to do this. So the items that were included in the kit, and then also the extras that we told you guys that you need to help out with this. So I'm going to hand it over to her.
All right, folks. Okay. Now, in the kit that you should have gotten, and if you didn't, because we were told that someone did not get a charm and something else, reach out to us and we will mail you what you're missing. Okay. And that way you can complete your broom as directed, or, whatever. We apologize immensely. That was on me. I'm sorry. Anyway, in the kit, you should have gotten a wrapped broom corn. It's what, I think 9 inches-ish or so, about 1 ounce of broom corn. You should have gotten 2 spools. I didn't have another one, so I put mine on one. So a spool of twine and a spool of copper wire. You should have gotten a charm that looks just like that. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, just like that. And a little piece of paper that tells you that you should also have with you some kind of like little pair of scissors so you can cut your twine. A lighter of some sort. The twine unravels very quickly, so lighting the end just briefly melts the twine so it doesn't unravel on you. A pair of some kind of pliers that you can use to help with the wire to wrap around, or to help pull the jerk string out. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. In the kit, you should have a jerk string, just like this. I forgot about that one. It was hiding. But this helps with pulling the jerk string out, helping with wrapping the wire around or things like that. And then you'll need something to help separate the end of the broom corn when we're putting the hanging doodad in. I've got a null binder needle. I did suggest a chopstick or knitting needle, skewer, something like that, just so that you can help to separate the broom corn. And then I think I also suggested a pair of pruning shears or something like that to cut your final broom, to trim up any straggler ends or something like that. The broom corn will ruin good scissors, so use some pruning shears, unless you don't like your pair of scissors. And then, of course, you'll need some type of foot brake, an actual foot brake or a rolling pin of any sorts, a twig that's round, what was the other thing? A wooden dowel, anything like that that you can use to wrap the twine around. And I think that's it, right, Bridget? I think I mentioned everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Those are the basics, and that's what I'm using. Just the basics. So I'm in the same boat as all of y'all are. I'm using my rolling pin today. So, and I think that's it. Yeah.
I
Yeah, I think
just
that's it.
real quick here, I'm not sure. Trish, am I not able to post to the chat? It says to hosts and panelists, not.
Yeah, if you just pull that down, you can change where it's blue and it says hosts and panelists. If you just click on it, you should be able to click off everyone. Or you can pick a person out of the list if you just want to.
Yeah, no, it doesn't let me when I click on the host and panelists. So, okay.
So it just makes you, because I can see, oh, I see.
Yep.
Yeah, so you just said that to us. Oh.
Yep.
Misty, yes.
Yeah, so you should be able to, because does it say like where it says hosts and panelists, is it like a blue?
Yep. It's a blue thing. When I click on it, it just says hosts and panelists. It doesn't give me an option
to change it to everyone. Oh, that's weird.
No. Yep.
Okay, maybe I didn't update a setting. I apologize for that. It was
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just
I'll just talk.
or if you just put it in chat, then I can relay it.
Okay. Just yell out. It doesn't take much.
There you go, Patty.
You don't want me yelling. My voice carries far enough as it is. So trust me, we'll be good.
Someone did say that their kit did not come in time. We apologize. But there is a replay, so you'll be able to rewatch and
Yep.
go along after this is being recorded. So
Yep.
Mail is how it is. So okay, so I'm going to tilt the camera down so that you get a better look at my lap. My face does not do the working, my lap and hands do, so you'll be able to see beautiful Bridget's face, but not mine anymore. So you'll see my feet and my done flop over. So I apologize for that. You know how I'm a 6-year-old crone, so I'm not a 12-year-old anymore. All right. How does that look, guys? Can you see what I'm doing here? That looks good, Bridge? Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is get our foot brake, rolling pin, whatever you want to use, and your stick that has twine on it. We're going to load up your foot brake. So you want to just unravel all of your twine off of the little stick that it came with. I'm using a different variegated color than you guys. Hopefully you can see it. So, and it's approximately 3 yards, I think that I gave y'all. So it should be enough. All right. I'm going to do what is called a slip knot. I hope you guys understand what that is. So basically you're looping one of the ends of the twine, and then you're going to go inside the twine with your fingers and then pull the loop to make a little slip knot. Whoop, whoop. Okay, it's going to take me a while to figure out so you can see me. Okay, I'll make it one more time. Okay, so the end of your, good gravy, this is going to be difficult. Okay, here I am. Okay, the end of the string, you make a loop. Okay, and then you put your 2 fingers in and grab the long part of the string and pull it through. Is that in focus, Bridget? I can't see really well. And then you just kind of pull and this way it slides on the long string, so you can make your loop as big and little as you need to. Does that Is that clear as mud, everyone?
Yep.
Do I need to repeat it for anybody?
I think we're good.
Okay, so now that we've got the slip knot, make it as big as you need to. Okay, okay. So you want to slip it onto your foot brake and kind of center it. You don't want to tie it you don't want to pull it too tight because then it'll slip out completely. Just like that. And you want to start wrapping just loosely. You might have to hold the little string so because it'll slide on you a little bit. Wrap it just a couple of times, and then you can start wrapping completely. We're going to wrap the entire length of the twine. Am I still in the picture? Yeah.
Yep, you're
It doesn't
good.
have to be tight, tight, tight. So, but you don't want it loosey goosey either. I got to remember that I got to go the opposite way than I'm looking in the camera. I'm always crooked anyway, so it makes perfect sense. All right, we're almost there. And then when you get to towards the end, you don't have to go completely. You can leave a good couple of feet on. And I'm just going to drop it down to the floor. You want the cord coming from the back of your foot brake towards you. Okay? You want from coming back and then over the foot brake towards you when you put it down on the ground. If you have like a square foot brake or something like that, or if you got like delicate floors, you might want to put a carpet underneath just so that it doesn't roll off on you or clunk around on you. All right, so I'm going to put that down on the floor and I'm just going to rest my feet on it. And then when everybody's ready, just say, yes, I'm ready.
So now they're holding their twine. They might not have their hands ready or available.
Well, you know what I mean.
I gotcha. Oh, they're all good. Look at them.
Everybody's good? Okay,
Yes.
so what we're going to do, we're going to tie a knot at the end of the loose twine, just an overhand knot. Just something simple. Whoop. You don't want a lot of string left, so you want the knot close to the end. So it's like right there, like that.
Yep.
Okay, and then we're going to do another slip knot on this side of the knot. So we have a little tail, the knot, and then a little tail, and your slip knot. And when everybody's done with that, let me know. And we'll go to the next step. We'll just set that to the side for a second. I really can't see my screen, Bridget. So
It's okay. Joy says it's knotted on the dowel. Are you able to work with it, Joy?
Yeah, if it's not, I probably did a slip knot on the dowel. So if you slip it off the dowel and pull on a very short string, it should come undone.
Oh, look at that. Lee was so smart when she packaged those.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to make it as easy as possible. I couldn't remember if I did that to all of them. But if there's a slip knot at the end of your little, thing, you can use that as your slip knot. I was trying to think. But for those who did not get that way,
Perfect.
This is how you get it that way. Everybody's ready?
They're good. Yep.
All right. So you want to put that to the side for just a moment. It's okay if it falls to the ground. We're going to deal with our broom corn now. So this is the way that your broom corn should have came with you. It's got a little rubber band with a little bit of stalk on it. We want to take that elastic band off. Keep that for future broom making. It's perfect for holding broom corn when you're trying to, work with it. So keep that. Don't throw it away. Now, on some of these groups, you've got some regular stock and some of the fuzzy stalks. We want to kind of blend that in together before we separate into bundles. I know it might not be easy to do. Just kind of roll it around. Oop, if you drop some, it's okay. Just to kind of mix it up a little bit, kind of blend it up. I was a poor hostess and did not do that. I apologize. So, and sometimes if there's really small pieces, they'll fly out. If you have a little garbage can, that might be a smart thing to have next to you too, is a little garbage can. Or someplace to put it. You should have like a working table too, just to your right or to your left, to put your broom corn on, or your accoutrements and stuff, to make life a little easier. So once it's kind of like mixed up, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to divide this bundle into sixes. Sixes. I can't talk today. Okay, divide your bundle in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just, on average. Okay? You're going to put one bundle to the side. We'll deal with that later. The first bundle, we're going to divide it into thirds, just as evenly as you can. And each third is roughly the same size-ish, okay? And
it doesn't have to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be perfect. No, let me move my table over so I can show you what I'm trying to talk to. Can you see the table a little bit, Bridget?
Yep. We can see the corner, the pink.
Okay. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to put your first bundle down, either lengthwise or vertically. Your second bundle is opposite. Like that. And then your third bundle is like that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you're stacking them horizontally. Then you take your second full bundle and divide that into thirds as well. Well, yeah, divide that into thirds as best you can. Okay. You want to put your first bundle down the opposite way that your last bundle was going. The last two bundles, just put them back together again, because we really just needed 5 bundles. But that's the easiest way to get to 5 bundles, is doing 6 and then just putting the last 2 together. This is your first bundle that we will be dealing with, actually. Does that make sense to everyone, or do I need to do that again?
Good.
Good? Okay.
Yep.
So we want the bundle that was the very last, that has 2 bundles in it, to start off with. We want to grab, pardon my head, want to grab the end of our twine with the slip knot. We have a business end, the broomy end, and the end end. And you can have it whichever way you want to, if you're a righty or a lefty. I like to have the business end of the broom face. I'm a righty, so I like having it facing my left. But you can do it either way. You want to slide your loop onto your broom, corn, and go about halfway. Slide it down to the halfway mark, roughly, and then just tighten your broom corn, not really tight, but just enough so that, it's not going to go flying all over the place if you let go. And we want the business end to be the neater end. So if you have to kind of push your business end, I'm off camera again, aren't I? Push your business end toward, to be straight. The not so business end can be raggy. That's where you kind of clean it up and straighten it at the end. All right, so where am I? Okay, so we're fairly tight. So this is what you're looking at right now. You've got a little knot, your slip knot around your broom corn. You want this knot and the little tail. I'm going to call this the tail. We're going to bury it in the non-business side, towards the non-business side of the broom corn. Just flip it up and stick it in there. And then kind of wrap around, pull the broom corn to wrap around that little knot. So it just leaves your slip knot and your working string. Does that make sense? Please tell me that makes sense. And hold it and then just tighten it just a little bit. You don't want to go too tight or you'll pop it out.
Got it.
Okay. Does that make sense? And then we're going to roll towards you very loosely, just so that, because that slip knot will slip around your broom corn if you do it too tight. Just very loosely, once or twice. Your feet is on the foot brake now, okay? So it doesn't roll away from you, but you want to be able to uptake some twine. If you have it too low, you want to bring it up to about, lap side or, your arm length. I've got a little bit higher so that you can see it a little bit better in the camera. I usually don't work this high. So now that we've got it wrapped at least about twice, pull it a little tighter until at least the second one tightens. The first one doesn't have to tighten completely, but you want to pull it tight. Make sure your feet are on your foot brake, holding it so it doesn't roll all over the place. And just pull it tightly. You don't have to pull like you're going out of town. Just taunt. Okay, and once we got that, we can do another roll. And once you complete one full roll, pull that tight. You want to be able to do that to your twine when you're holding it tight. And you don't want to let go of that tension while we're doing this, or you have to kind of start all over again.
Which we all do.
Yeah, we all do. So it's okay if you have to do it over again. Don't panic if it's not working for you. But let me know if it's working out for you. If you need me to redo this, I can unwind it. It's not a problem. So we're checking in with everyone.
They're all quiet. I think they got all their hands. Oh, there we go. There's a thumbs up.
Oops, yeah. Well, as long as you're holding it with one hand, you should be able to type maybe. Or give us just a thumbs up thingy or, oh dear. I didn't think about that.
Okay. Yeah, keep on rolling is what everybody's saying. Okay.
Okay, we're going to do, you can roll however many times you want. Minimum is 3 times, but we're going to do 6 rounds so that you can actually see what we're doing. So we've got 3. Okay, you can see where your slip knot was. That's considered your back now, the back of the broom. So the opposite is your front of the broom. So we've got 3 consecutive lines. You want them next to each other. You don't want them crossing each other. So as you're rolling it towards you, just make sure that you're not crossing each round. You want them next to each other, and you're working towards the bad side of the broom, not the business side of the broom. Does that make sense? I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 3. We're going to wrap around 4 and tighten. Wrap around again for 5 and tighten. And then we're going to wrap around 6 and tighten. Okay, we should be all there in just a few minutes.
Misty, if you're able to type with your nose, great job.
Talent. Oh my God, there's talent in that room.
Yes.
Okay, so this is where it starts to get tricky, folks. This is where we have to add onto the broom. You guys are doing such a good job right now. So you want to keep your string taut hold it with your non-dominant hand. You want to grab your next bundle. You want to grab the non-business side, the STEMmy side. So whichever side is not the fuzzy side, you want to grab. Okay? And then you want to kind of tap it to make sure that it's kind of even. So you can tap it on your leg like this. I tap the business end just to make sure that everything is even on that side. Just slightly. If
Yes.
it's not quite even, it's okay. Any questions?
Trish, yes, the bushy side is the business side.
Yeah, the bushy side is the business side. Okay? So now that we have the cord coming up and over the main branch, we're going to add the second bundle that we made. Go under and push up so that the twine is going like that. And then grab both the first bundle and your second bundle. Loosely grab, and if you have to kind of slide that second bundle up to match your first business end side, go ahead and do that. Can you see that? Am I on the camera?
You're good. Yep, we can see it.
Without pulling too hard, wrap
Joy
it.
says again, please.
Again, please? Certainly. Let me take this out. Okay, so we're here. You want to tap your bundle to be even. Mine's not going to be even, but you know. So go under number one, go under and push your twine out. And set this bundle right next to your number one bundle. So number two bundle goes right next to number one bundle. So your twine is going over bundle number two.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense now? Got it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay, so now we're just going to flip it lightly. Don't pull or anything. Flip it so your number two bundle is facing you. Grab bundle number three. Exactly the same way. You want business side facing the same direction as all the other business side. Even it up if you need to, or otherwise you can just go screw it. I'll just trim it later. Do exactly the same thing. So bundle number three goes under your twine, pushing it out, and that way you're laying it right next to bundle number one that should be into the center now. Does that make sense to everybody?
Looks good so far.
Okay, I can repeat if anybody needs me to.
Yep, everybody, they're giving thumbs up. We're good.
Awesome. Okay, don't pull yet. I know you want to, but don't pull yet. We're going to wrap one more time to face the front. So this is the point where if you have any sliding broom cord, like your sides will want to kind of slide in. So maneuver, flatten, rearrange the broom cord. One side will start kind of curve in, but you want your front, whichever side, you want your front to be pretty, and that way you can see all the wraps. Okay, so once we've got that all nice and neat, gently pull. You want your pressure on your foot pedal. Just pull a little bit just to see where your broom cord's going. If you need to adjust again, lighten up the tension just a little bit so you can push back any light broom cord or anything like that. If it looks good, keep that tension on there, and we're going to wrap for another 6 times. So that was number one. So number two, all the way back to the front and pull This time you can pull as tight as you want to. Okay. Wrap again for number 3. I'm at the front again and pull again. I'm still on camera, Bridget.
Yep, you're good.
Number 4. Pull again. Now, if you're towards getting too low, let go of, hold your pressure on your broom. Stick your thumb on like that. Let go of the pressure on your foot brake and pull up some extra twine to work with. But you want to keep the pressure on your broom still. So I use my thumb to hold that wrap. Let lightly loosen up the foot brake and then put my pressure back on once it's up to a decent length. Because you want to keep that pressure again. So once that's on again, we can continue wrapping. So that was 1, 2, 3. We're on 4. We're wrapping for number 5.
Patty, we don't want you on the floor either doing it. We don't want you killing your back.
I will sometimes find myself going like this, going like this, going like, I said, oh crap, I need to pull up. You'll notice it when your back starts hurting.
Yeah.
So let's see here. That's I lost count. 2, 4. 2, 4. That should be wrapping number 6, right? I think so.
Yep.
2, 4. No, yeah, we're on wrapping number 6. Okay. All right. So wrapping number 6. Pull tight, and then once again we're going to add the next 2, the last 2 bundles. So bundle number 4, exactly the same that we did with bundle number 2. So grab your bundle, neaten it up, however you'd like to neaten it up. I like wild ends, so it doesn't really bother me too much if it's not very neat. But if some people like neat ends, so.
Misty,
So once again,
I found a lot of people while Lee works in a chair and she kind of fluctuates with her back. For myself, I work at a desk and it keeps me with my back straight while I'm working because I do that. So maybe just as you're learning to do this, adjust what's going to be best for you and your body when you're learning.
Yeah. So I find that chairs that have arms get in my way. So I just have a little regular table chair. It's not a captain's chair or anything like. I find that more comfortable. Some people will work in a sofa or a lazy boy thing. I can't do that. I have to sit in an actual chair. But you will find your own way of doing things. I like to work kind of lower in my lap. Bridget works a little bit higher up, but yeah. So you'll find your rhythm. So once again, going back to the broom, we're going to repeat step number 2, just like we did with bundle number 4. Has that made sense to any? Do I need to repeat anything for anybody yet? Okay. So we're going to hold taunt the broom with our non-dominant hand. With our dominant hand, grab bundle number 4.
Yep.
We're going to go under our broom, push out our twine, and lay bundle number 4 next to the bundle. And that's the furthest away from us, not near us, but it should be further away from you. Unless you've been wrapping towards you. And that's the case, you're opposite, so you would want to do it that way. But I think everybody's going using them. I wrap, however, so I will wrap. I'm ambidextrous, so I will find that I'm sometimes wrapping towards me, and then sometimes I wrap away from me, so I just adjust. But most people I understand are not ambidextrous. I'm really trying hard not to go opposite of what everybody else does. So. Okay, so now that we have a bundle number 4 next to our main bundle, we're going to not pulling on it at all, just gently rotate it, making sure that none of our bundles or our twine is crossing over. If you see my back side, bundle number 3 is kind of sliding towards the main bundle here. That's okay, it's my back side, so ain't nobody want to see that anyway. All right, so now last bundle, that we're picking up, repeat the same thing under your main broom. Pull out your twine and lay it next to the main bundle. Wrap it around without pulling any tension on your broom towards your facing top broom, and just kind of neaten out these two last bundles that we made. You may have to kind of pull it back up. They do like to kind of slide over, so we may need to pull them around. Sometimes your twine will slide on you like that. You just shove it back down where it belongs. Or if you'd like to skip, you can skip. That's called a
Jump up.
A bump or a slip or a slide or a jump, however you want to call it. We're just doing it flat because I think that's probably easier to see your wrappings. So once it's to the liking that you have, we're going to wrap one more time before we pull on the entire broom. If you need more twine, this is the time to do it. Hold your broom and the twine so it keeps attention on that. Let go and give yourself a little more twine to work with. Put your feet back on and then continue on. If you have to neaten things up, just unwind and neaten back up. It's your broom. You can do whatever you want with it. Tell it who's boss. Okay, so that's wrap number 2. I'm going to go up to the front again. Wrap number 3. Straighten and neaten, and then I'm going to pull. Try to keep your broom flat because it will try to compress. A hawktail is more of a flatter broom, and that'll keep the tail part even as well. So once we got that nice and taut and where we want the twine, we just continue with rolling out for our 6 wraps. So that's wrap number 2. So this is wrap number 3. I'm at my front, so I'm going to pull tight again. Wrap number 4. You know what, Bridget? I forgot to tell him how to do a handle. I forgot to tell him to tie a handle. Dang it.
Oh.
I knew I was forgetting something.
There you go.
It's okay. That's okay. We can still do a handle. So we'll just do it afterwards. Okay? Not a big deal. Okay. So let's continue on. See, I'm not used to teaching brooms. I apologize, everyone. This is new to me, too. Let's see. 2, 4, 5. Okay. I'm on my last 6th one. So I'm going to pull up a little bit because it's getting towards my knee. Okay. 6 rounds. 1, 2. Okay, back. Okay, that should be 6. All right, everyone should be there or close to it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do a jump. I like having jumps, and if you've noticed, your broom kind of has like a half jump to the next level. So that's what we're going to do on this one to kind of give us a little decoration. So we're going to roll one more time, just a half roll. So now my broom is on the back side. Okay. Roll it one more time. So now it's at my front side. It looks like we've gone 7 times, but we really haven't. So what I want you to do is, now that you're facing up, this would be the 7th round if we kept it there. We're going to slide that last up. You still want to keep the tension on your broom and twine. Slide it up. I think a ½ inch is probably good for most people. And then you want to hold it while you rotate your broom. So your index finger holds the twine away from your main wrapping. Loosely wrap so it doesn't slide on you too bad. Once you get to the back to the front, slide it back down a little bit to where you want your jump to be showing. Just like that. Don't pull yet because it'll slide back down on you. Is that clear as mud?
I think you're good.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to wrap another time before we pull. So wrap number 2. exactly the same as we've always done. Once you get to the front on wrap number 2, start pulling just gently at first, because if it starts sliding, you can fix it, but it shouldn't slide too badly. So once you've got it nice and taut, continue on to number 3. We're going to also have our jerk string as well ready. So this is wrap number 3. So I want to go to the back of my broom on wrap number 3. We're going to grab our jerk string. Hopefully you can see it. Mine's purple.
Yep.
You've got a knotted end, and it's just a big loop. Okay. So the key to success with this is you got to make sure that the loop end is towards where you're going to be facing. Let me think here. The loop end is going to be laying on the end that you're working towards. So if you're wrapping this way on this side of the broom, you want your loop to be here. If you're working down the broom to the business end, you want the loop facing that way. I think we're all going in the same direction. At least I hope so. Okay. So the key to this is you have your loop string. You want to wrap it around your working twine like that. Can everybody see what I just did?
Yep. Maybe pull it up a little bit. There you go.
Yep. Pull it up. Okay. So basically I folded. Let me take it out again. Okay. Basically it's kind of weird doing it at first, but you fold it over your working twine, slide it up onto the back side of your broom, and then you can kind of neaten out. Oops, that's going, I don't want it going that way.
There we go.
Like that. Does that, am I still in? Okay. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Just tuck it under your working twine. Yes, Trish.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. But you want your loop facing the way that you're wrapping towards. So if you're wrapping this way, you want your loop this way.
We got it.
Okay. All right. So we just continue wrapping. So this would be wrapping number 3. Tighten it up a little bit. You want to make sure when you wrap around the back that you're not wrapping part of the pull.
The jerk string.
The jerk string. You want the jerk string out of the way, except for that one layer. And it's going to be wrapping around the jerk string now. So you just keep going until we have 6, because that's the number that we're working with. Am I in the screen still? Okay.
Yep, you
so
are.
That's 1, 2, 4. Okay. This should be 5. And 6. Whoop. Have both feet on your break, not one. Okay, so I should have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is my front, and I should have 6. You should have 6. So you have 6, 6, 6, a jump, and 6, or something like that. If you don't have it exactly, it's okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is, this is the scary part. We're going to wrap it towards the back. So your back is facing up and your jerk string's facing up. Okay. We're going to pull nice and tight. Hold on to that last wrap with your thumb, with your non-dominant hand thumb. You want to hold tightly that tension on the broom. You need to let go of the tension on this part so we can slide. What we're going to do is, let me just tell you before we do anything. So you're holding the tension on your wraps. We're going to cut the twine, and the loose end is going to go through the loop of your jerk string. Then we're going to pull the tight part of the jerk string down towards the business end, and that pulls your cut end underneath all those wraps that you just did. Are we good? Are we ready? I know it's scary, but we can do it. So hold your broom tight, the wrapping part tight. Cut. You don't have to be a long piece. Maybe just a couple of inches away. It doesn't have to be long. Cut. I'm free, says the broom. Okay. If you have to hold the end. Are we good?
We're good. We're good.
Okay. So the loop of your cut twine goes through the loop of your jerk string. You still want to keep tension on your string. So I worked it through my loop. I'm going to lay it down so that I can switch hands because my dominant right hand, kind of straighten it out. And then you want to pull the knotted end this way. See how I can't repeat this one. I'm sorry.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And this is where you might need your pliers to pull the jerk string through, which I'm going to have to because I don't have very strong hands. So I've got it this way here. I'm going to pull the jerk string.
Lift it up a little bit. You're out of view. Lift up.
There we go.
There you go.
Right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So, and I just kind of roll it away from.
Lift up again. You're too far.
Shoot. Okay. I'm not used to working at this angle. So I'm just pulling it and I'm wrapping. You might be able to pull it now. Am I in?
Yep.
In.
Pull.
There we go.
Okay. Woohoo.
All right. Are we good? Are we good on that?
How's everybody doing?
Because I can demonstrate it on another piece of broom corn or something if I need to.
Yep. That is,
okay.
Trish.
Are we all good?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to take our little scissors and trim the little tail that we have. This is where our lighter comes in.
You're out of view.
Yeah, I had to reach for my lighter.
Okay.
Carefully, not burning yourself or your broom. Just tap the flame to the ends of the broom corn and just kind of tap it down. Sometimes it won't go down all the way, but tap it down.
Please
tap it
don't
down.
start a fire, people.
Yeah, I like fire too. So, okay, so we're there. All right. So I'm gonna grab my twine again. That is on my foot brake here. See how it unravels so quickly?
Yeah, you're out of view now. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. See how it unravels so quickly? That's why we want to light it because we're going to have to trim this off now. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to trim this off. Am I in? Trim this off.
Yep.
Light the end again so it doesn't unravel on us. Just like that. That's the only thing about this twine. It's a pain in the butt to do. It comes unraveled very quickly. Okay, so before we go any further, we're going to make a handle because Lee was stupid and forgot about it. So basically, we're just going to pull out 10 to 12 inches. If you have a ruler, wonderful. If not, just, this is like 10 inches. The length of, maybe your fingers to your arm, something like that. And then we're going to cut that. And then we're going to put a flame to each end so they don't unravel on us again. Sorry. It don't have to, you don't have to melt it till it's, melting. So, okay. So with the handle, I like to tie little knots at the ends on each end. Just a little knot on both sides. Like that. And then what I do is I make a knot. However you want to make a knot, on this to make a loop. I do a double tie. I'm sorry, my fingers are in the way.
You're good.
Just like that. So make a jerk string. Make another jerk string. What is your handle? Yep. Okay, so we got a loop. Are we good?
Yep.
Okay, set that aside. You don't want to lose it anymore. All righty. So on the twine that's still on the foot break, we want to do another knot, just like we did at the beginning. A knot on the end, because we're going to start on the broom again. So we need to do a knot and a slip knot as well. So we're back to the beginning again. And y'all should have enough twine to do all this. So if I had thought about it, you wouldn't have had to cut it and all that, you know. Okay, so if we're good there, I'm going to go back to my broom. This is where your knitting needle, your crochet needle, or chopstick, whatever you're using to separate your broom corn. There. All right. Yeah. So you want to look for the center of your end and just stick your implement in somewhere in the middle.
Okay, Lee, hold on. People are asking questions from the cord. So what Lee's doing is we're going to turn around and do just a hanging cord on here.
Yeah. Oh, I should have had the made one. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Normally when you're wrapping it originally, the hanging cord would have gone in at that same time. Lee just at that point, she got into it and she kind of forgot you guys. But you can put the hanging cord anytime in there. She's just showing you another option.
And I can find it. Okay.
I don't think any of us told her there's a time limit for the class. No.
It's totally fine. You can keep on going. They're not going to kick us out.
Oh, so basically what we're doing is, am I in here? Okay.
Yep, you are.
This is we're going to throw a tie in between our wraps. Is what we're basically doing. Okay. All right.
Yes, so, Misty, we still have more kits available.
Yeah. I think there's 8 left still, and if we have demand, we can make more. So
Yep.
All right. So since that's clear now, what we're doing. So we're
Joy's asking what the black cord is for. Then what black cord? I don't see a black cord.
Are you talking about the jerk string?
String?
Yeah, that was the jerk string. That was to pull the weave through so it doesn't come undone.
Yeah, as we were wrapping, I put this mine's purple, but it probably looks like it's black. So y'all's vary on color. So basically I did that, wrapped around, and then we use this to pull the cut cord out. So the cord that's provided in your kit is a jerk string. Okay.
I thought that was I thought that was actually the loop to the handle, but that's something completely different.
It's something else. Yeah. Maybe our next kit will make a handle so that you guys don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Our first kit, we apologize. All right. Any other questions before we continue on?
I think we're good. Joy did something a little bit different, but it's not it. She's good.
Yeah. Okay. So we're at this point here. So we're going to go widthwise with our implement somewhere in between. It doesn't have to be perfect, but Sometimes you'll cut the broom cord and you'll have like, oh, I've got some strands in the way. But okay. So basically this is what we're doing. Splitting the broom cord side to side. This is my good front side, my pretty side. I'm splitting it kind of halfway through this end of the broom cord. And then with our handle loop, mine is sliding out, wanting to slide out. Of course it does want to slide out. Okay, so we want to put the knot in between the opening. See how we can do that?
Yep.
And pull it down. And once you've got your knot in the center of your broom cord, you can pull out whatever it is you're using to separate it. And then you want to just pull down as hard as you can towards your wrap. Okay. Oh, still off. I'm sorry, folks.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. So my loop is all the way down to my wrap. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Got it. You're good.
All right. So you want this loop facing down this way for the time being. So we want to add our foot brake twine back onto our broom, our loop, our slip knot again. And you want it, make sure that your slip knot is at the back of your broom, not the front, because then you'll have a little notch. And throw in our thread if you can. Sometimes the stick will help with tossing that thread in. Am I on there? Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Add that in there just to hide it a little bit.
Thank you, Misty. And we're here all night long. Make sure to tip your servers. She says we're funny.
All right. So remember, don't pull really hard because then you're going to pull your slip knot. So once again, we're going to wrap. Your handle should be in between the new wrap and the old wraps. And it should be hanging out somewhere towards the business end. Okay. The business end. This is my hanging. Okay. We're going to wrap a couple of times. That's the back end. It's not going to be pretty sometimes, but that's okay. So once we're at the front again, after like our second loop, then we can start pulling tight. Okay. And then I'm going to wrap like maybe 6 more times. But on our second wrap, we're going to put our jerk string back in. Okay. So wrap. And do one more wrap. And then when we're on the back, we want to put our jerk string in. Once again, am I in view? Yeah.
Yep, you're in view.
Slide it around your working twine. Maybe. Slide it up towards your back. Make sure your loop, the knotted loop side, is facing towards your end. Right here. It's okay if it twists a little bit, but you don't want it twisty, twisty, twisty to, you know, kingdom come. And you don't need a huge loop, but big enough so that you can get your fingers through to grab that extra twine. And then we're just going to wrap for maybe 3 or 4 more times, okay? So you want to make sure that your hanging handle stays out of the way on your front side. You want to make sure your jerk string stays out of the way, not flipping back over on the back side. So wrap and tie and pull tight. Wrap. Make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be. If you find that you've accidentally wrapped something, just unwrap it. Just unwrap it to where the boo-boo is. Fix it. And then continue on. Just keep that tension on your broom because otherwise it'll start loosening all the other ones. Okay. And let's see, that's a 3, 4. We're going to maybe do 6 more wraps since we're doing 6s. So that's 4, 5. There should be 6 coming up if I have added right. All right. Oh, one more pull. I'm going to hold my twine with my non-dominant hand. Let me pull it up here. Non-dominant hand. I'm holding the tension on my broom. I'm holding it, and then I'm going to cut my twine. Pop.
Joy, you can turn around and go back and do the replay on the recording just to do it. The great thing about broom making, you can undo things and start from scratch. Because trust me, we do it all the time.
Oh yeah, I've had one broom that I have done 4 times because it just does not come out right. All right, and then our loop on our jerk string, we want to get our fingers in there. Grab the loose end of the cut twine that we just cut. I want to keep tension on that. I have to switch hands because my dominant hand doesn't know how to pull. Even though I'm ambidextrous, I can't do it that way. Pull. If I can't pull, then I just grab my pliers and start pulling.
You're out of view. There you go.
Start pulling to pull that loose. By the time it's like stuck right here, you don't have to hold on to it. It's not going to go anywhere. So you can start pulling that string and you'll start seeing it coming out.
You're out of view. There you are. Okay.
See how that's starting to come out? There's the end and then there's the loop.
Yep.
And the jerk string. That's what we're doing. And then by that time, you should be able to pull it if you're strong enough, or if you have, if you have enough hand strength.
Yep.
To pull it. There we go. Just like that.
Okay.
And we trim it one more time. And then put the flame to it. Just make sure you don't cut your handle. Make sure you have your handle out of the way because you don't want to cut that. And flame that little end. There we go. Now all we have to do is the wire and our pendant. And you can do that however you want. I'm going to put my broom down for a second. Pull out my wire. And your charm should have a copper loop on it already. So you can either pull your copper wire straight. You can leave it loopy-loop and kind of weave in your charm around. Oop. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to loop it, leave it kind of loopy-doopy. Am I in there?
Mm-hmm. You are. You're good.
This is y'all's broom, so you can do whatever you want decorating this wise. Okay. Let's see. Am I about halfway? Yeah, I'm about halfway. And so I'm going to, let's see, where's my front? There's my front. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go up a little. No. How do I want to do this? I want to see what I'm done. Let's see here. Okay. How about that? Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Now I'm
When it comes to adding charms or any extras onto your brooms, there's no one way to do it. I have seen broom makers use hot glue guns, others doing this. I have seen one lady, she does knots, like she's a master knot person, like she's probably worked on boats, I swear. But it's what works best for you.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to put mine down here, so underneath the wrapping. So I'm just going to hold this. I'm going to maybe open up the broom corn and slide the wire through. Like wrap number 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Wrap through like that towards the back, maybe.
There you go. That's a cool look.
Like that. Yeah, and that's kind of a cool look. And then twist it. This is where your pliers can come in to twist it tight. Whoop. So it won't go anywhere. And then I think I'm gonna throw these back through somewhere to use these little curlies for decoration, maybe. Here we go. Can you see what I'm kind of doing? No, not really.
Right there.
Now, and then just kind of curl these in, or however.
Yep.
There we go. I'm going to call that good. And I'll play with it later on, maybe. Okay. Oh, flipped it.
Right.
So this is
Yep.
mine. And then I'm just going to come and take my pruning shears. I'm not going to do it because I'm inside, but my pruning shears and straighten up this end here. Just cut this straight. If you don't like a wild end, you can come back and trim your broom. Kind of pull it out a little bit to widen the broom if you want a little bit of flair and dance to your broom.
They call it when you pull it to the sides like that, singing. Yep.
Singing.
The broom is singing.
That's it. Yeah. So just pull, not too hard or you'll break the broom corn, but just enough to kind of flare it out to make it kind of sing a little.
Yep.
It's your broom. You do whatever you want to do, wherever you want to do. If you don't like where the charm I put, you put it wherever you want to. Now, and then once you're done, your broom is complete, and all you have to do is cleanse it if you're in that way, purify it or bless it, however your faith takes you, and you have now a broom. You can use it as an altar broom. You can use it for saging your house or just as a decoration for whatever. Give it as a gift or whatever.
Yeah.
I love it. It is adorable. So we're gonna do ours on the replay. So I need to slow it down and kind of roll it down.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm definitely gonna do that. This is awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much. This was a fun hour. Thank you for spending it with us. And we'll have the replay out. We'll have it up on Witch Seed Academy by tonight. So if anybody wants to go check that out, and I know Joy might need to take hers apart a little bit and go back over it. So
but Misty, yes, you can use oils on it. It's not going to break down the fibers. You'll be fine.
Absolutely. Yep. And if you did not get something in your kit, reach out to us. We will send you what you're missing, and we do profusely apologize. So, we'll send it out ASAP.
Yep. So you can reach out to them on the portal if there's something awry, and they will take care of it for you. We talked about maybe doing something more in the future, so keep an eye on that. And I want to thank you all again for coming, and thank you, Bridget and Lee, for spending your time with us and teaching us this. This is so much fun. And hey, when you guys get done with them making your brooms, if you want to share them, send us pictures. We'd love them.
So, please do. We would love to see your all's results.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the next class, just so you guys are aware, if you do want to do more broom making, the next one, we're going to provide the resources, where to find the materials, where to find classes online, because, Lee and I are still, honestly, we're not even at 6 months of broom making, the two of us.
Yeah.
So there are some amazing people out there teaching. And we want to make sure you have all the information. So sign up for the next one too.
Yeah, definitely. Come back for the next one on the 17th of May. So sign up. I'll put the link up on our Facebook page. So thank you all so much, and we will see you at the next one.
Yep.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.